following presentation of the National Football League. It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. These guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First down.
Anytime the team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And again, it's Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. And hope that what sucked them last week resolves itself this time around.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that...
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Prescott to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And the Cowboys first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Play
3.
action now. Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught by Williams. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. The Lions at 7-5 now in the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to have them dig out of this hole.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week, 20 carries, 68 yards.
And now he's playing a Thursday night game, short week. You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. What an effort. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here? And a flip right over the top.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one, Buck.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 65 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well. Because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Goff now looks to throw. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Gone. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard
On the first and 10, here's Gibbs. A beautiful fake. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
There's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
11-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw from 6 yards away. And the Lions are back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 16 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
His 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 3rd and 4.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Prescott now from the 50. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Yeah, this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw, Goff. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This is 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on
Here's
the pickup.
Prescott.
It's 2nd and
It's caught. Tolbert.
Prescott's pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now
To throw is Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
6 yards to go.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Prescott. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The tackle by Markian Overshow.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Detroit Lions.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense getting set again, and we spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. but all the game management stuff trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here's third and a few inches.
A gain of 10.
Play action now, Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brings up second and 3.
Goff now throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
Goff.
And 3 yards to go.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Able to slither by. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as a tackle made at the 18.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. David Hutchinson. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Prescott now. This one swung out to Williams. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
21 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st
They'll
down.
hand it off now. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The extra point up and good by Auburn. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Third down and 5.
To throw is Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Off the play fake, Prescott. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. No gain on the play. It's third.
Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Now Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31.
Back to throw. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
34 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
There's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. now at Ford Field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Donovan Ezeraku. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Play action now. Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Action. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there and a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
38. Cowboys 31.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
busy night continues for Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Dak's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
Goff now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff now looking to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now it's gone. Locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Throw left side complete. That's right. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Bates' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by a field goal. A minute 16 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap, seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.